All right, like terms. Like terms have exactly the same variable. Like terms have exactly, not kinda, exactly the same variable. Like terms have exactly the same variable. I'm going to put some examples in our example box. We're going to put a couple groups in there, so don't fill it all with the first one. Examples would be 3x and 10x. Those are like terms because their variables are exactly the same. Duh, right?
Did you just duh? You offended me. She did. She offended me.
Negative 2xy and 8xy. Their variables are exactly the same. I know, right?
It's crazy.
Non-examples.
8b.
9x and negative 2x squared. Raise your hand. Think about it. Who can tell me? Because they both have x. But they are not considered like terms. Even though they both have x. Isabella, why are they not the same? Oh, sorry. Christian, why are they not the same?
It's because the 2x squared has the squared and the 9x doesn't.
Correct. This is x squared, and this is just regular x. They are not the same. We could have 7x and 2xy. Those are not the same. Even though they both have an x, one is just a regular x, the other one is an x and a y. Right? We think right now, you're like, oh, Mrs. Long, stop it. Who would ever think? You start going really fast and you make silly mistakes. You have to be aware and really think about it when you're doing it. The number in front of a variable, the number in front of a variable is called a coefficient. Co, meaning together, the number and a letter together, coefficient. The number in front of a variable is called a coefficient. All right, so let's talk this through again. Like terms have exactly the same variable. So like 3x and 10x, negative 2xy and 8xy. Those are like terms. They have exactly the same variable. The number in front of those variables is called a coefficient. When combining like terms, what does it mean to combine something? Put it together. When combining like terms, don't forget to include the sign. Someone singing Ace of Base? When combining like terms, don't forget to include the sign. That plus sign or that minus sign has to go with it. A lonely, what does lonely mean? By itself. A lonely variable has a coefficient of 1. A lonely variable, a variable all by itself, has a coefficient of 1. So x is really the same thing as 1x.
Press up the pairs fast.
All right, so we're going to combine. Colin, quiet, please. We're going to combine. Here are our steps. We're going to use color or shapes to identify the like terms. We're going to use colors or shapes. Your choice. If you have color pencils, you can use color pencils. If you do not have color pencils or markers or pens or whatever, you can use different shapes. You can circle and square and draw a triangle. We're going to use color or shapes to identify the like terms. Then we're going to add or subtract the like terms together. So we're going to use color or symbols or shapes to identify the like terms. We're going to add or subtract the like terms together. And last, we're going to write. I already used that color.
You're gonna give me a heart attack if you keep changing colors.
Write the terms in A, B, C order. We're going to write the terms in A, B, C order. Okay, let's practice. I am going to start left to right, just like reading it. Look at this problem. 4xy minus 10 plus 3xy minus 11 plus 2x. I'm going to circle the first term. Circle the first term. Raise your hand. Who can tell me what else gets circled with it? I haven't heard it yet. I haven't heard it yet. When combining like terms, don't forget to include the sign. So it's not 3xy, it's plus 3xy. That goes together. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to change color or I'm going to change shape. And I'm going to do negative 10. What goes with negative 10? Negative or minus 11, same thing, right? Then I'm going to switch color or switch symbol. And then 2x is by itself. Okay, step 1. Use color or shape to identify the like terms. Add or subtract the like terms together. Okay, here we go. Let's add or subtract them together. So, first, 4xy plus 3xy is 7xy. Okay. Then I'm going to go to the next one. I did those. Now I'm going to go to the next one. Negative 10, right? Because now it's beginning the problem. It's no longer minus 10. Now I read it as negative 10. Negative 10 minus 11.
Negative 21.
So I'm going to write negative 21.
And then there's just the cloud.
And then does this have anything to go with it?
No.
So I'm going to put plus 2x. But I'm not done.
Oh.
Because now we're going to write it in alphabetical order.
Oh, chicken.
Watch. Here's one term. Here's another term. Here's another term.
I have a headache.
7xy goes first. Plus 2x. And the last goes my number without a variable. Minus 21. This part's new. We need to start practicing doing it this way. All right, you identify in the next one. Take your color pencils, take your different symbols. 7x. What else goes with 7x? Is there anything else that goes with 7x? Nope, so we're done. My next one is positive 8y. What goes with positive 8y? Good. Negative 9y. That minus sign belongs with it. Then what? I have negative 11. Does it have any partners? And then my last one is negative 8x squared. All right, here we go. 7x doesn't have anybody to go with, so we just put it there. Then what? 8y minus 9y. What's 8 minus 9?
Potato.
Negative 1y. Then I have minus 11 and minus 8x squared. But I'm not in alphabetical order. I could move one thing to the front and it would be in alphabetical order. What do you think I can move to the front? Negative 8x squared can go to the front. So that would look like what? Negative 8x squared plus 7x minus 1y minus 11.
Why do you have to put the negative 8x squared in front?
So it's in alphabetical order. So your x's come before your y's in the ABCs, right?
Yeah.
All right, do the next one. You try it. See if you can do 2 minus 9x plus 11 minus 3y plus 2x minus 7y minus 22. Then do just the regular one. And then I'll help you once you have it combined. Deal? Okay. Try it. Organize.
I am confusion.
Step by step.
And then you're gonna give us a test that's nothing wrong with it.
The directions say use color or shapes to identify the like terms. So circle the things that go together, draw a square around the things that go together. Like terms have exactly the same variable. Then we're going to add or subtract them together. Okay. Olivia, tell me. 2. What goes with 2? So she says minus 22 and 11. Because they all are lonely numbers. Do you agree? There's no variable with them. They're all constants. Taylor, give me another grouping of numbers. What else are like terms?
Negative 9x and positive 2x.
Perfect. Negative 9x and positive 2x go together. They are like terms. Paxton, tell me another one. Perfect. Negative 3y and negative 7y. Excellent. All right, Allison. Let's put it together. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Grab a calculator if you need it. What is 2 plus 11? What's 2 plus 11? 13 minus 22. Negative 9. So I combined those terms because those terms are like terms. And I know they're like terms because I went through and I identified them with my colors and my shapes. Now I'm going to do the next set of like terms, correct? I'm going to do negative 9x plus 2x. What's negative 9x plus 2x?
7x.
Negative 7x. Then I'm going to do my next set of terms, negative 3y minus 7y. Negative 3 minus 7 is negative 10y. Okay, now I'm going to ask you, are my variables in ABC order? A, B, C, D, E, F. Are my variables? Yes, but I need this number to go in the back. So my answer will be negative 7x minus 10y minus 9. They're the same thing, I get it. We just have to start practicing putting them in order. Last one. 4x. Is there a like term with 4x? What? Negative 9x. Plus 8y. Olivia, put it down, please. Plus 8y and plus 16y squared. Yes? I forgot my y. Does this negative 2y go with it? Colin, put the calculator down and take notes, please. I understand that, but no, you don't.
I never got the answer.
You don't need the calculator for it, though. Does this 2y minus 2y go with these green ones that I circled?
No, because they don't have the squared on.
There you go. So I have plus 11. And then I have minus 2y. I used colors or I used symbols to organize my thoughts.
Whoever created this kind of math did not work.
4x minus 9x. Negative 5x. Good. 8y squared plus 16y squared.
24y squared.
So what do I put? Plus 24y squared. Do you agree? Yes.
Yes.
Then plus 11 doesn't have any friends.
Just like me.
And then minus 2y doesn't have any friends. Is this in ABC order? I need to flip-flop something, right? I need to write negative 5x plus 24y squared minus 2y plus 11. Again, this is correct. We have to get into the practice of doing this for later on in the year. So we might as well start practicing now so that it's not a shock when we have to do it then.
Press up.